Hey, hi guys. It's your faculty, Ranganathan Sven Gondola, back again with another video, another session about the Indian personalities that we were seeing in this series of history current affairs for UPSC CSE Prelims 2023. My name is Ranganathan Sven Gondola. I'm a faculty at an academy, and over the past few years, I've been guiding, mentoring few students in succeeding their dream. Now, history, current affairs, and history information history or historical facts, historical events actually become a very important aspect of UPSC, CSE prelims, and particularly UPSC tends to ask a lot of questions in its prelims examination from history. So, as part of that, only is my effort to create a series of sessions for UPSC, CSE prelims. Now, we are going through personalities, and one of the most and particularly female personalities who have been identified or commemorated as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav in August 15th, 2022. So, as part of that, one of the very important queens of Indian history who played a very substantial role, particularly during the medieval period, is Rani Durgavati. Rani Durgavati was actually a queen in Gondwana region, which comes somewhere about the in medieval history. It's also called Gharkatanga in the Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh region. She was actually the ruling queen of Gondwana from 1550 to 1564. She belonged to a family of a famous Chandel group of emperors, Chandel Emperor Kirat Rai. In fact, Rani Durgavati was married to Dalpat Shah Kachwaha, the adopted son of Gondwana king or Garha kingdom's king, Sangram Shah. So he was coming from a very strong royal family. According to Akbar's court historian, Dalpat Shah was the son of Kachwaha Rajput, adopted by Raja of Garha Mandla. Queen was born on an auspicious day of Durgashtami, Dashera, which is why she is commonly known as Rani Durgavati, or she was given the name Durgavati. Before her marriage, Rani Durgavati had heard a lot about Dalpat Shah or Dalpat Shah's heroism, Dalpat Shah's gallantry. She then even wished to be his spouse and even wrote a secret letter to get her approval from Dalpat Shah. Dalpat Shah wedded her in his Kuldevi temple after the occurrence after this occurrence, and it's more like she proposed him to marry. Dalpat Shah unfortunately died in 1550, and due to her young age, due to the young age of Dalpat Shah's son Veer Narayan, Durgavati herself took over the reins of the Gondwana kingdom. Her ministers were Man Thakur and Diwan Bior Adhar Sinha, who helped the Rani in looking after the administration successfully and very efficiently or effectively. Durgavati, it seems, promoted peace, trade, goodwill throughout her reign. So she was one of the major challengers for Akbar. When Akbar's armies were on a conquest, were on a campaign to conquer most of India, Rani Durgavati remained one of Akbar's greatest challenge. Durgavati moved her capital to Chauragarh in place of Sinorgarh fort. Chauragarh was actually the fort of strategic importance situated on the Satpura hill ranges. After the death of Sher Shah Suri, the Shuja king of Malwa region was succeeded by his son Baz Bahadur of Malwa, very famous king who also had very severe or very bad relations with Akbar. After ascending the throne, Baz Bahadur attacked Durgavati, but the attack was repulsed successfully. See, this was a period when even see Humayun's era had just finished and Akbar's period was just about to start. Overall, the entire system was in a sort of weakness. I mean, there was no single great ruler or a single great authority who could actually control everybody in this period. तो ये एक अजीब सा प्रॉब्लम था. Okay. In 1562, Akbar vanquished Baz Bahadur in 1562, defeated Baz Bahadur, the king of and conquered Malwa and made Malwa the Mughal dominion. Consequently, the state boundary of the Maharani started to touch with Mughal Empire. So only when Akbar took over Bas Bahadur, Durgavati even came into the range, or he came even into the the range of Mughals. Durgavati even fought the Mughal army of the Emperor Akbar very valiantly and bravely, and drove them out in the first battle. But eventually, in the second battle, Durgavati was very severely injured, badly near her ear with an arrow. Another arrow pierced her neck, and she lost consciousness. On regaining consciousness, she perceived that defeat was imminent. Her elephant, her Mahout, her also advisor, the Mahout's driver, advised her to leave the battlefield, but she refused and took out her dagger and killed herself on 24th June 1564. 24th June is literally celebrated even today as Balidan Divas, remembering the gallantry and bravery of Rani Durgavati. See, Madan Mahal Fort in Jabalpur is well associated with Durgavati and eventually her younger son Veer Narayan. In 1983, government of Madhya Pradesh renamed the University of Jabalpur as Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya in her memory. And government of India also issued a commemorative stamp to celebrate this valiant queen of medieval India on the 24th of June 1988. As of now, Indian Coast Guard also has a ship. On the 14th of July 2018, Indian Coast Guard commissioned a ship called ICGS Durgavati, the third inshore patrol vehicle of its kind. Rani Durgavati. Now, see, the next most important lady is, I'm not sure even most of you would have even heard of this lady. Her name is Shivabhogam or Shivabhogam. Again, a lot of information was spread about her during the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And she's known for being one of the first ladies to break the chartered accountancy. The very idea to write CA exam where 15% of candidates can clear the highly competitive exam is no less than laudable feat that calls for celebration. You know, R. Shivabogam was India's first woman CA. R. Shivabogam was India's first woman CA. See, CA, Chartered Accountancy exam, one of the most difficult, most competitive exams in financial accounting. In one hand, her parents feared that no man would marry her if she was very educated. The British laws actually prohibited a person like her to set up an independent practice also. So she succeeded at a time when she neither had the support of the family, neither she could actually run successfully under the British rules because British rules restricted them. She achieved what was considered the impossible. In the eyes of law, she was actually a traitor who eventually was imprisoned for going against the British by participating in the civil disobedience movement. And she was also not allowed to register as an accountant. But Shivabogam was not the one to sit quietly and let others dictate her destiny. She dared to enter a dominion, a male bastion, where she eventually had to fight several battles, but she won. She left her impact very strong. Shivabogam was born 23rd of July 1907. She completed her schooling in Willingdon School, Triplicane, Chennai, and did her graduation from Queen Mary's College, again Chennai, Madras. There is very little or absolutely no information about her parents. She was highly influenced by her sister R.S. Subbalakshmi, a social reformer in Chennai, Madras. Subbalakshmi provided a platform for homemakers and widows to make themselves more aware about the realities of life. Shivabogam was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi's ideologies. It is believed that she led a very sort of simple life, wearing only khadi, traveling by bus. She was a big time leader, a clarion, a star in the civil disobedience movement in Chennai. As part of the Youth League and later Swadeshi League, she went on from khadi based block printing to actively boycotting foreign goods. So she was involved in all sorts of freedom activities as well. Naturally, as a woman, her participation in the national struggle, also defying the British, was not going to go very easy. So she was imprisoned for a year in Vellore jail. Uh, However, what was deemed as a very strong or severe punishment for disobedience gave India its first female auditor. In fact, even at that time, during civil disobedience movement, probably even Shiv Bogam wouldn't have anticipated that she would end up becoming one of the most popular female chartered accountants of India, and that she would script history in more than one way and more than once. She also participated in non-cooperation movement. After her release, she registered with government diploma in accountancy and created history by becoming the first Indian woman accountant in 1933. In fact, government diploma in accountancy, padne mein, she was the first lady. She even went under articleship or training under Mr. C.S. Shastri, very popular accountant in those days, 1933. I mean, look, it is very unclear what pushed her towards the world of accountancy. We don't know much, but according to reports, according to anticipations, according to different discussions among people who were with her, we believe it was always her aim, her zeal to question male dominance of a single profession, which persuaded her to go into this male dominated profession. In fact, only her elder sister Subbalakshmi was standing in support for Shivabhogam. Neither the parents, neither the industry, nor the law, nobody supported. Her professional and personal struggles were not that easy, in spite of actually getting articleship from Shastri sir for one of the most pioneer accountants and even having a very brilliant accounting mind. Her struggles were far from over. The British law in those days, in the 1930s, 1940s, prohibited women from becoming independent practicing accountants. So while when she was disallowed to set up her own practice according to the law, she went to the court. She questioned the bizarre law where the law discriminates between man and woman and even filed a writ petition. She won the case, began her practice as an accountant in 1937. She went on to head the audit government institutions and social organizations. She became a very popular accountant head, and she was one of the members of ICAI when it was set up in 1949. In fact, one of the founding members of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, sort of an association of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI, in 1949 when it was established. She was a founding member, one of the founding members. She was the first woman, the only woman to serve as a chairman for South India Regional Council for 3 consecutive years, 1955 to 58, as an accountant, female accountant, being chairman, 3 years, 3 terms. She even hosted the first ever regional conference in 1956, which was inaugurated by C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer, very popular nationalist and national leader in those days. She was also participant in the fourth conference of Asian and Pacific Accountants in 1965. See, Shivabhogam stood as an inspiration for women to get into accounting and to just barge into this accounting field, which was in those days purely male dominated. She was a committee member of the Society of Auditors and the Senate members of University of Madras. In fact, she was also involved with government institutions and audits of government institutions, including RBI. She took very strong efforts and consistent efforts in promoting education among young girls, in fact, financial education. She used to offer scholarships, coaching classes to girls. And 1956, she only introduced an award in the form of a gold locket for best female candidate, clearing the final exam of ICAI in the first sitting. So, female candidate clearing chartered accountant exam in the first sitting gets those awards given by Shivabhogam. Accountant CA Shiva Bhogam passed away on 14th of June 1966. She paved the way for many women counselors and women accountants and women auditors in the years to come. See, the reality is if today ICAI has more than 80,000 women CAs, entire credit for that goes to Shiva Bhogam. Entirely. Credit goes to this peace team. Nobody else can be given that credit. She was a pioneer. She achieved what was in those days considered unachievable. Guys, by 25th of March, if you subscribe to Unacademy Plus with the code Shrivenar, SRIVENR, and you will get up to 40% flat discount on your Unacademy subscriptions. Now you can actually subscribe to best faculties, get a proper batch, get proper guidance and mentorship and current affairs and material, everything for just as low as 2,000 rupees a month. It's never too late to take the right decision. Subscribe to Unacademy Plus. You can join the batches. Unacademy now have batches. Batches give you a very good schedule, very good plan in your preparation. Do not delay before it's too late. That's it from me today. This is your faculty, Ranganathan S. Kondala. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.